You guys are supposed to do what's happening. It's your boy, it's a key spells Kieee. I've missed you guys today's Monday, Saturday, Sunday. Funny how I was trying to do the weekend, but then the fact that I won't talk to you guys has been very, very boring. But thank God we're back again. It's Monday, and yes, I'm not doing this alone. I have with me Paul Way. Paul, what's good?
Yo, people, what's happening? Hope you guys are good. It's another new week, and we're super excited to be in front of you guys again to, just chat and share all the juicy news that we have for you.
Anyways, I want to say big thanks to you guys. You guys have been amazing. And for all of us that bask in the euphoria of Davido, we're back again. We are still in the euphoria. Davido is still the conversation. And trust us. I don't know. I don't know if you are with me on this table here, that you had a weekend and then you probably didn't go like 1 hour without thinking or saying or being heard about. Like, Davido was sharing your thoughts, in your process, in your conversation, in your when you open your phone, you see Davido. I don't know if you're not able to me. Let me see your hands up. If you're not there, yeah, because I was one of those persons that I won't lie. I think for every 45 minutes, I was seeing a Davido stuff on my feed. Or I was talking about Timo, talking about this guy. So trust me, we are all basking in that one. So straight up to Davido, we saw the project that finally is out, and the amazing one, Timeless, is the project name and everything. I'm sure you've done like first time, second time, third time, fourth time listening on the project. Would you say, you know that when someone drop a project here and you're like, it is good, yeah, but you get what you for do. You get like, it's not, don't say it's not good or it's good, but you get what you're supposed to do better and everything. Do you think there was that thing on this Timeless project?
So for everything that you do in life, there are always going to be like criticism.
Yeah, true.
Nobody is going to like accept it wholeheartedly. There might be a lot more people who will accept it,
yeah,
but you just see a few people who just try to like talk down on that process or that work of art.
True.
So it's just part of life, literally, and you can never really like satisfy human beings. You can't even satisfy yourself. That's the truth. But the Timeless album is a major boost in terms of Davido's career and everything that he's been able to do.
Yeah.
And then of course, looking at where he's coming from with all the negativity and everything, I felt like the album was very decent. It was a very good album, fantastic album. Yeah, there are a few things I would have probably like just said in terms of okay, maybe the A&R part, maybe like actually trying to like float the mood of the songs in a certain way. But I just feel like the project is a combination of like super amazing hits, and then it's always very difficult for A&Rs to be able to properly arrange that kind of project. So the album is a hit for me, and it's a very decent and is worth the wait for me.
It's worth the wait. Okay, so you're saying it's worth the wait. But then, there are talks of, I saw stuff online, somewhere saying, as far as the album is a big hit, nobody's disputing the fact that it's a big hit. In the sense that, coming from all he's been through, and then dropping a project at this time, do you think a bit of pity party played into the project, or it's just all glamorous and people just feel it like forming dropped?
The truth about the matter is, you will never like take humanity out of people.
True though.
Regardless of how it is that you do it, when something happens to somebody and it's a negative situation, people tend to be, drawn to those kind of people and try to like sympathize or empathize, with their situation. So that's one thing that's standard. You can never take it away, and then you can't control how people should, emote towards situations or people. Now, I don't think it's a pity party. I think it's just a confirmation of the fact that David is a fantastic guy, is an amazing guy, and he's an amazing singer-songwriter, performer, and record label owner. Just an all-around great guy who basically just really like loves music and lives for it. I recall in his interview, he was saying, after a while, he was out for a while, and he just said, give me my phone. I really need to check what's going on.
True.
So he loves his people, he loves his fans, he wants to give more than he's giving to. So that's the kind of person he is. So I don't think it's like a pity party. Yes, are people empathetical towards him? Obviously. I mean, we know everything that's happened with him and, happened with his family. So it's natural for everybody to be empathetical and sympathetical, but is that a result of why people are drawn to the album? I don't really think so. He's been out for quite a while and then we've missed him. So,
True.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, I'm moving on from this one here. Finally, I think as the last week when it dropped, I remember I asked you, and then you're not really particular about one of the songs. So I'm going to ask you again. This is Monday, so I'm sure you've done 31st, first, second, today's third, so you have like 4 days to review the album. Do you have a favorite song on the album yet?
Shoot.
Last week I know I asked you the same question, and you're like, first. I will pardon the fact that yes, it was the first, fourth, and everything.
Well, I've really listened to the album again and again. I think the album is the No Bad Song album. Every of the tracks like fire.
Yeah, true.
So it's definitely very hard to like pick out like a favorite. But the ones I'm leaning towards is Phil Kante with Faith, and I'm also leaning towards Namoni with Cavemen and Angel Kijo, and also One for the Road, which is also like an upbeat type bounce, and They Pay Me is quite like
They Pay Me, yeah, Pay Me is that is just one nice jam and everything.
Very reflective,
They Pay Me,
and so that's why I'm just like giving all the list of, I can't put one above the other because they're all like great hits. Like I said, the album is a combination of like good hit songs, so, but then I feel like in that order, if I really want to put them like in a percentile form or like in a gradal form,
Phil takes it.
Phil should be for me.
Okay, if you guys recall, they actually picked Phil the last time, so let's give it up to Phil on that one. But yeah, for Davido, after he dropped that one, he has been breaking all charts and doing good on numbers. We saw where he picked this one for Nigeria Apple Music album charts. Davido is number 1 on that one. For the US Apple Music stuff, he at the point was number 3. But at the moment, now number 2, leaving it to Morgan Welling to number 1 and all. 3 million streams in 10 hours after it came on Boomplay and Davido trending on UK Apple Music and Apple Chart with number one. Audio Mark 30 million. For his records here, from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, he has been doing one numbers to breaking number and everything. Now we saw this scorecard for just one day. A 3-day scorecard is out for the song. I'm seeing it picked number 2 on US Apple Music, highest by an Afrobeat, picked up 10 US. Most of these were charts that they were. It was either the first to do it from Africa or something again. Now with this competition, because the race is high now, the tempo is high, everybody is now. So if I'm going to do a project now as a Burna Boy, I'm looking at how do I do this one? Do you think it's healthy for the industry?
I feel like it's healthy because competition is part of life. It's the spice of life. You can never like take it away. At the end of the day, fans and platforms are definitely going to ride on whatever it is that's happening. Now, this is something that's happening for the industry. This is Afrobeat. This is Davido.
True.
This is one of the heavyweights and one of the biggest exports of Afrobeat to the rest of the world. So these are conversations that will never leave the streets. Whether it is a good competition with all these stats and all of these things, trust me, none of all these things are forced. It's not because there's a David.
Yeah, true.
It's not because there's a David that's, out there with an album, but it's just because Afrobeat right now, like I always say, like on this show, has become like one of the most exported, content out of Africa. And then we're beginning to see how, big it is in terms of doors it's been opening in terms of Oscars and Grammys and all of those sorts. So I don't think it's anything unhealthy for the industry. I think like it's actually a very, very good competition. So I mean, let's continue to break more grounds and continue to do so much more stats.
Okay, I think I kind of agree with what you just said on that one. But then after 48 hours, no song from Timeless has had less than 500k streams on Spotify, and 3 songs have surpassed 1 million streams on Spotify. This has never been done by any African album ever. Big win for Davido. Now this is all for the Timeless project. Now Davido has dropped about 4 amazing projects so far. So where he came through with Omo with Genesis as the first one he ever dropped in his career. So where he came through with a good time. Very, very decent projects with Eve and Amazing One at the time. So where he came through the better time, and now we have Timeless. Let's go through to about OBO, the Genesis, as it were. All of you back when we need to see Ski all through to Bless Me with Mehdi. At the time you dropped this one and to Timeless, would you say, looking at what Timeless has done and achieved so far, would you say this is Davido's best body of work he has dropped?
Well, it's just like I don't know. This is a very tough spot. Honestly, I won't lie, but the truth of the matter is, David's projects have been very, very, very intentional. And I recall that in the interview he granted Kiki, he was saying that he had done the entire project before.
Yeah, before this
and all that. So, I mean, let's not go into all the details of that. But I think that there's so much going to come from David And of course, you cannot literally want to wind back and compare like album to album, because the genesis definitely was like the introduction of like the OBO movement,
True.
Omobaluwo. It wasn't even then, it was HK, and it wasn't
So
even
yeah, it
30
wasn't
BG.
yeah, it wasn't
It's
BMW
not
though.
even DMW
Yeah.
or anything like that. So it was HK. But right now, I feel like this album was one of like the hardest albums that actually came out. Like at the time, it was crazy. All this track list, bro. All of you, like, they were sing alongs, like back to back.
When
Like every time it was like you never really take out. I remember like a lot more people can still sing this album word for word, and that's what you call like a classic. Because if you cannot go back to that album and feel refreshed and even want to live in that moment, then it's not a classic album. So I don't really want to rate in terms of album like, oh, this one that's better than the other one. I feel like all of them are just a progressive statistics of who David is. Like there's a growth level, so he's growing from this to this, because sound don't change.
True.
And then you also need to live with the trend and move with with the trend. So I think he's been able to do that, of course, with the infusion of piano sounds and different other sounds, Afrofusion, Afro hip hop, and all of that stuff. So there is a combination of different things in Timeless, in the Timeless album. There's even an Alte sound in the album as well too. So I think he's moving with the time. So it might actually not be correct for us to say, oh, maybe the first album did better than this one or anything like that. There is a gradual progression from what that was to. I remember then Afrobeat wasn't a big export. It was just really like finding his ground. So there was no attention on the album in terms of like statistics and all of that stuff happening right now. So you see where it is now. So when you're making an album right now, you're thinking about different things. You're thinking about how it benefits the larger international community in terms of how he wants to get into the Oscars, how he wants to get into the Grammy. So these are like considerations right now. So I don't want to like say, oh, that album, nah, I don't want to do that.
Okay, so the thing is, I want to disagree with you a bit on this one. Yeah?
Okay, let's go.
With Timeless,
Yeah.
Timeless has had a very good soft landing so far.
Yeah.
Have the best record Davido has ever had in his first 2 days of release. So with this record he has had, unlike, we might want to excuse OBO, because then, like you said, a lot of this were not there. But when it dropped a better time, streamings were in place. Were almost like the biggest part at the time, but also at the time. So now with Timeless and a better time, and then you're saying with what they achieved the first 3 days, don't you think it's actually doing more better than a better time?
Do you know what happens now in the music world in terms of marketing and promotions? Those things were not existing before.
In 2020.
I mean, in 2020, it was even less. In 2021, it became more aggressive. Did you hear of stream farms in 2020?
Are they stream farms?
They're not stream farms.
They're not stream farms.
I can guarantee you that they're not stream farms, because obviously the album is doing it. But I'm telling you that there are different metrics now. So when you say stats, if you know right now in the music industry, people are living for stats. People are living for statistics because they feel like, oh, if I can get into Apple Music Top 100, then that's good for me. If I can get into number 1 in Apple Music, then I just quickly do my screenshot and just keep it as an evidence and stuff. So these are things that people are now very concerned with. Before, people just wanted to make music for consumers to just be happy and then, fill out stadiums and fill out shows and just have a concert and everybody's just happy. But now there is so much marketing in music. There's so much on the ground. There's so much teamwork. The team is even larger than life. Now you see even labels collaborating with other bigger labels to be able to push an artist. Case in point, the YBNL and the Empire. So I feel like that's it. Like a lot of things have changed. So we should just be like patient enough to move with the trend. And your argument is valid, but I'm not trying to like invalidate it. But I'm also trying to like point out like different things that you should really take note of. Say as a B for 2000, not necessarily a B for 2023.
Anyways, guys, different opinion on this one. I'll let you guys do the final one. For Davido Timeless, do you think that's the best body of work Davido has actually have to produce, like in his career, all through his career, from Omobalo to A Good Time to Better Time, Timeless? If you with me on this one, say I. If you're with Paul on that one, who feel like Paul is saying, it feels like no comparison. They're all good projects. Let me share your thoughts in the comment sections. Which one you think it is for you? Is this the best body of work, or you feel like, nah, they all are like very good projects? I'll see you in the comment section. And guys, all this is very clear.